Hi, how was your day? Anybody come or call? When I was a very young child, my father would ask my mom this question every night when he came home from work. Honey, anybody come or call today? And I have to admit, I was well into my elementary school years until I realized it was 3 words: come or call. But the way that he said it every night was a tender greeting, and I remember it affectionately to this day. So I ask you, anybody come or call today? As for me, I had a most interesting long day. I spent the entirety of it at my third mechanic in 5 days, and I will have more on that in an upcoming video. But it also presented an interesting opportunity, kind of a kismet thing. And this happens a lot in this lifestyle. I was sitting in the lobby waiting on my rig, and I looked outside and I noticed a Subaru. And this thing was all decked out for the camping style life. And I thought, I just wonder if they're a full timer in there. And lo and behold, another woman got out, and I saw her go over and take a seat, and she was waiting too. And so I went for it. I approached her. I said, "Hi, by any chance, are you living in that Subaru out there?" Sure enough, she was. And we got to talking, and she shared with me her story, and very interesting. She is a retired veterinarian, and she's full-time in her Subaru. She has a lot of adventures planned, and I'll just let her tell you a little bit of her story in her own words. Meet Jean. Hi, Jean. So you were just telling me a little bit that you used to travel with a cat.
Well, I did travel with the cat.
Yeah.
I was living in the mountains outside of Boulder, Colorado, and I was house sitting for a friend who just sort of abandoned a house in the Colorado mountains. You can't kind of do that, so I was house sitting, and I had a cat who had been abandoned in Denver, and I got him on Christmas Eve from a friend, and his name was Perry Christmas. But when I got evicted, he really didn't want to be a nomad, and he sort of managed to manifest a catastrophic illness, and I put him to sleep a couple weeks before I left. But since I got evicted and I didn't have anywhere to go, I decided, well, I always wanted to be a nomad, and now seems like the time. So I spent a couple weeks with a friend, kitted out my car. I have a Subaru Forester, and I hit the road, and I spent a few weeks in the Tetons, and I have a friend in Idaho, and I spent some time there, and I wandered across Washington, and I have a friend here in Elma, Washington that I can stay with. I've been here for a couple weeks in and amongst my travels, and I had my first knee replaced in March in Denver, because that's where the surgeon is, and I'm going back to have the second knee replaced in July, so I can come out with y'all and have fun. And I'm looking forward to meetups and caravans, and I'm so excited. I was at the RTR last year and met a lot of people. I was in the butterfly little circle group that we had, that we were talking about safety and stuff, and it was just, despite it being the windiest ever in Quartzsite, I still loved it, and I can't wait to get back. So,
how long have you been on the road?
Since August, basically.
Since August?
Yeah.
And how do you enjoy being in a Subaru? Because it's a little bit smaller.
What?
Yeah.
I know. I didn't think that was going to work, and I was thinking, I got to get a minivan, but I've had my car, Howie Long, since he was a baby.
Great name.
He was only a few. I'm originally from Oakland, so I'm a Raider fan, what can I tell you? But I've fitted him out, and I sleep better in that car than anywhere else on the planet. It's amazing, and I just love it, and I loved Quartzsite. I love traveling. I love sleeping in my car. I love loves truck stops, and I'm just having I'm having a blast, and
That's
I
wonderful.
can't believe I didn't do this sooner. But I had some health problems that prohibited it, and the time was right, and I went. So, yeah.
What are your words of advice for somebody considering this lifestyle?
You know what? Just do it. It's a lot more fun and a lot more safe and a lot more interesting. And you find people everywhere. I had a gal stop me at the post office. She had looked in my car and said, "Oh, that's a nomad." And so we had a long talk at the post office. I mean, it's a small, small world. Here we are at the tire place.
Of all places, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, exactly. So, I mean, just do it. I'm 71. I have congestive heart failure. I have knee problem, and I'm doing it. And as soon as I can curl up and get back in my Subaru, I'll be on the road again.
Well, I appreciate you letting me talk to you. And as a vet, a retired vet, she unfortunately did say that she thinks that Mr. Ted needs to go on a diet.
Well, he's a little on the too round side. Yes. Can I plug my website?
Absolutely, please
If
do.
anybody has a cat or a dog, my website is littlebigcat.com. Remember the movie Little Big Man? So it's littlebigcat.com, and there's lots of cat. I'm a holistic veterinarian, and there's cat info. There's a lot of dog info too. So I'm not prejudiced against dogs. It's just that I've worked with cats for so long. So yeah, it's and veterinarian is like my 80th career. I was 40 when I graduated vet school. So I've done this, I've done that, I've been here, I've been there, and I'm having a blast. I'm having the most fun ever now.
Awesome. I'm so glad I got to meet you today. Thank you.
I know, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you down the road.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Jean, for sharing your story with us. It was truly a pleasure getting to meet you this afternoon. And everyone, please go and support Jean by visiting her website, littlebigcat.com, and you can learn more about care for your four-legged friends. I have parked up for the night, and here's a little look at where I am this evening. It's beautiful, isn't it? You might think I'm at a fancy campground, but no, I'm at a rest area in Washington State. Many of their rest areas will allow you to stay for up to 8 hours. And I'll just show you a little bit of what it looks like here. To be honest, I'm not sure where we're headed off to next. But we've got 5 days until we meet the caravan headed for Alaska. So stick around to find out as we ramble on down the slow lane.